everybody. Welcome back to another amazing week with me, your girl Zodi. Hope everybody had an amazing week. You're loving life. Everything is fabulous. Everything is wonderful. It's all that jazz and feeling the energy and the amazingness of this, positivity that's just flowing through my body. Okay, so as always, my book is out. It is on Amazon. It is called The Evolution of Moi, written by Moi. So get yourself a nice little copy. I will put it in the description below so you can, click on it. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead, click on that thing and get yourself a copy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so again, everybody, we're going to continue to speak about crystals because crystals are just so amazing and what they do and how they're formed. It's like they have their own personalities. So I think it's really good to just, look at them, meditate with them, and sometimes I even talk to my crystals. Even though that sounds pretty weird, I don't care. I talk to my crystals because they're like my babies. So this one is called Blue Lace Agate. That's communication, clarity, and confidence. The chakra is the throat chakra, which is 5. The element is going to be water. Physical, it supports healing of a sore throat, laryngitis, thyroid problems, and speech impediments. Emotional, it calms the emotional body, aids confidence and communication, helpful. I can't speak today. So I need this, obviously, because I can't talk. Sorry. But the emotional, it calms the emotional body, aids confidence and communication, helpful for releasing negative habits of interaction and speech. Spiritual, it helps one communicate one's deepest truth, enhances communication with inner guides, and connection with one's inner wisdom. So this one actually, it helps me a lot because I do have thyroid problems. So this is really good for me, especially when it comes to communication with other people. So I think this one, if you're having any problems as far as communication goes or throat problems, I think it's always good to have one of these around your neck, just in case you do have some type of communication problem. So it can kind of help you in a little bit. And it's also really, really good to meditate with. I will definitely give you different links to different chakras and what they mean again, and then different types of crystals that you may want to purchase in the future that could possibly help you with anything that you may need. So again, I will definitely put a whole bunch of links that you can click on, can learn about chakras, can learn about different crystals. So we will do that. Okay, so we're going to be reading one poem this week, and this is called My Walk of Shame. Day by day, night by night, every day I try to fight through life. The pain that I endure, to be insecure, the life I make for myself, the struggle it takes for me to be this way. Is there anyone out there who understands this pain? Do you feel how I feel? Hurt how I hurt? Cry how I cry? Walking in these 6-inch heels, walking in the mean streets of sadness, of madness, day by day, night by night, every day I fight for my life, just so I can stay alive. I'm searching for some inner peace from all these demons that seem to hover over me. I'm attracted to all this negativity. I can't seem to get away from it. Will there be better days than living in this hell that I put myself in? Trying to reach out for some positivity. Praying to God to get rid of all these demons that seem to follow. Trying to lift myself from out of this tragedy. Trying to lift myself out of this hole. Deeper and deeper I go. Is there any possible way I can dig myself out? As I crawl myself out of this ground, I see an image of myself, pulling myself free, reaching out for myself. I see an inner me, finally being free, free from the pain, free from the negativity. I have risen out of this hole. I have risen out. I have self-freedom. Okay, so truthfully, at the time when I wrote that, I was thinking like thinking through a mind of, no joke, a prostitute who is trying to find some way to get out of the situation that she's in, and she can't take it anymore. So she's like praying to God to help her find some way to get out of the situation, because she's constantly being pushed around or beat by her pimp, and she's afraid she's gonna die. So the only possible way is find some way to survive the streets that she's living in, day by day, night by night. As I was saying, she was trying to find some way to get out. So she's struggling to face those demons. So she's basically trying to reach herself out of this hole that she keeps going deeper and deeper in. So yeah, but like truthfully, I don't know, like, cause that's where my mind, when I wrote that, that's where my mindset was at. It's like I'm in a mind of a prostitute, cause I can say I either see news, or I either see stuff in different cities of either prostitutes or sex trafficking in the city. In my mind at the time when I wrote that, it's like the mind of a prostitute or somebody who's been taken away from their family. So they have to find a way to get rid of those demons and find a way to get out of this hole that they unfortunately had to go in. So yeah, like that was like kind of like, it's a little story between, like, it's a little story, I guess you can say, when I kind of just wrote that. My mind, I don't know where the mindset was, but that's what I was like kind of thinking about when I wrote that. I'm a prostitute, I gotta find some way to get out of this hole. I keep putting myself deeper and deeper in. I have to find a way to survive so I can leave the streets and find a way to be free from all the demons that seems to have hover over me. But it was kind of interesting to write that, because I didn't know exactly where it came from. It's the mindset of me watching different stuff and how I see, streetwalkers or people getting like caught up in sex trafficking or prostitution. And I guess that's where my mindset was, like, oh my God, I'm a prostitute. How can I get out of this situation? How can I pull myself out? Sort of type of that. It's like a story. It's like a small little story, I guess you can say, within the poem when I wrote that. But it was kind of interesting also when I wrote that. It's like, oh, where was my mind at? It's very, it's kind of strange, but I think it's really interesting, like how unfortunately they are put in those situations. The fact that they sometimes can't get out, and if they do get out there, they either end up dead. So I guess it's where like it was a small little story within the poem. So I thought that was really interesting where my mindset was when I was writing that poem. So I don't know. I guess very interesting, I guess. But if y'all enjoy that, comment, do whatever you want. You want to comment about it. You want to say something to me about my poetry, anything like that. And I really hope y'all enjoyed the last poem that I did last week, because it was interesting too. It was really good. But as always, guys, again, I always appreciate you guys, watching my videos every single week, because I do enjoy reading my poems. It's something I'm really passionate about. I will never stop reading my poetry, because it's like kind of my life. So I've been writing poetry for like 12 years now. So being very consistent, and as I'm continually writing my poetry, they are starting to become more detailed, and I'm just starting to love more and more of it. So my poems are growing within me as I'm growing, as I can say. But sending all my positive energy to everybody. Do something amazing and great. You're wonderful. You're fabulous. You're beautiful. God has created this human being to live in an amazing world and do amazing things. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all next week with another week with me, your girl Zodi. I love you guys. I'm out.